Well, hey, y'all, and welcome. Good evening. Welcome to this crazy old lady barn barn. You never know what I think it is. I don't think things like other people do. That's why I'm not called the crazy old lady, I mean, good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. I have got a cornucopia of things you just cannot live without. Let's see. First thing I spotted here is this lovely little catnip fish. Your dog will love it. Yeah, your dog. Yeah, your dog. And we've got cameras of all sizes, these tiny little things. It really does take pictures, though. I think. For sure does. That's battery, right? Okay. Then we have some real things. I mean, I don't play with the real things. No. The real things are like this beautiful camera case. And it's full of goodies. Yes, it is. And we have so many pockets. I never know which one to peek in first. But and two zippers, that gets me confused. So you're supposed to open the left one first or the right one first? Does anybody know? Will you let me know when you find out? Or if you already know? I need to know if that I'm opening this correctly, okay? Oh my. I don't know what this is. Oh, it looks like a cleaning cloth. It don't need to be in there. It's already clean. Ooh. Now this. Hey, there's a note in here that says this thing's for sale. Oh yeah, all this stuff for sale. What is this? Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this gorgeous Sony A700 compact flash 12 meg. Ooh. Protective cover on the screen, batteries, card reader. Ooh. Yeah, this is a big lens, people. That's a big lens. That's a 300 millimeters. What are you gonna do? Spy on your neighbor's wife? That's the only thing you use this for. Is when you're doing peeping Tom stuff. Oh wait, bird watchers. Forgot about them. Charger. Gotta have a charger. Battery runs out. You can't keep peeping on the neighbor's wife while she's getting undressed. Well, she's gotta have a good figure to do that, right? You don't want to be peeping on some woman that don't look good. But never had that experience. I was always the fat girl. Yeah. I lost 50 pounds. But I still think I'm a fat girl. That's a psychological mess. But that's a nice set, y'all. I don't know how much I want for it. You can ask in the comments if you want. Nice pocket. Anything special? More pockets. Don't you just love pockets? Can't have enough of them, especially when you have a camera. Now me, I can't have enough pockets when I'm just wearing a pair of pants. I hate shorts with no pockets. I gotta go take. If I find shorts with no pocket, I take them home. Open up the sides and put a pocket in it. Where am I gonna put my makeup? You know, I don't like carrying a purse around all the time. I just stuck it in pockets, right? But I don't always wear makeup is. I don't like putting it on. Can't see it to put it on. It gets up all. It almost like a clown on some days. That's the truth. You older ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. And this little gem right here, well, she's so sweet. She used to have 6 friends, animals, and a little boy and a little girl who were sharing a flower basket. And guess what happened to them? They were murdered. Yeah, murdered. A young woman who decided that she lived here. She doesn't live here. It's just me, my husband, 2 cats. She drove up in her driveway, but she missed the driveway. She almost hit the corner of the house, and she murdered all of Daisy's friends. Every single last one all busted up. Even the little boy laying on the ground and reading a book, not bothering anybody. How cruel. Then she tried to say she didn't do it. Well, gee whiz, you know what? When I inspected the site, guess what was in the site? A piece of plastic from underneath the car with the name of the car, brand, model, whatever. She couldn't have done anything, could she? No, she had to fork out about almost $1,500 to replace everything. But I never got to replace everything. This is the only one that was in the house waiting to be finished painting. Because I made them look human. They were little people, you know? Yeah, paint them like human. I have a little boy in a water fountain out there, and we'll paint him. He's going to be adorable. But everybody has to have a little girl in their garden. Well, even if you don't have a garden, just have her stand by the front door. Of course, your neighbors might think she's some orphan from a distance. They'll think, why don't they let that little girl in the house? She's always standing outside. Trust me, people do think like that. At least ones that are not in the regular mainstream, like kind of like go to themselves. And it's a tiny little camera. It actually does take great pictures. I saw some samples. What else I got here? Oh, and this, if you're the artsy fartsy kind, as we say, nobody can do without a Bob Ross palette knife, right? Only one thing. It's not Bob Ross. It's a look-alike. You know how many companies are trying to make a buck off of that palette? Bob Ross is no longer with us. Let the man sleep in peace. Thank you very much. I'm an artist, so I had to come to his rescue. And we have all kinds of sewing machines that are kind of like all around me, and I have more downstairs. I think I counted them the other day. I think about 16. Well, about half of them are in the refurbishing process. So if you're interested in sewing machine, let me know. One of them I'm going to give to somebody who will actually use it. Other people get them to have it like a conversation piece, like, I got a vintage sewing machine. It's a vintage thing, or it's a vintage Ken, or it's a vintage something. Posers. You either love sewing, you love your sewing machine, or you're just a poser. In my book, I love my sewing machines. That's why I won't let them go. I may be a foster mom, but I'm adopting most of them. To my husband's chagrin, unfortunately. I am telling him I'm not giving away. But little Miss Daisy, can you come with me? What's she done? Oh, she must be going to go get berries. You have to put some berries in. You're going to pay them. I do that. Anyway, that's Miss Daisy. Now, everybody should have this on a cold fall night. Yep, gotta have. Can't live without them. They are the in thing, y'all. Look, they're skeleton socks. They're unisex too, A guy can wear them, girl can wear them. Probably put them on your dog even. The kind of dogs that don't like cold feet. You just roll them down. Keep them stylish. Do you know where I got these socks from? They were in with a tuxedo shirt for like formal event. What in the world was the merchandiser thinking putting these in with a tuxedo shirt and bow tie? I'm still not clear on that. I think I'm going to write to the manufacturer and say, what's the deal with the socks? Who gets socks with a shirt and tie? A formal shirt and tie at that. I never did. Of course, I never went to anything formal. Well, what's this stuff? This is gold. Oh. I know what this is. Everybody needs to have this too. If you feed your little feather friends that fly around outside, you gotta have a bowl of this. You know what it is today. You know what it is? It's nesting material. You put it out in like February. Prior to winter time is over. Some states sooner than that, some later. You put it out on your dag or your board, and you just leave it sit there. In a few days, it'll be gone. They don't eat it. Who wants to eat human hair? Yeah, human hair. Yes, I had one of those wild days today, and that's why I'm doing this bargain barn basement sale. I was trying to think of a word, and that's all that kind of rolled out. Didn't roll out very good, did it? I hesitate. I should green. But I cut my hair off. This is from my head. The birds here love it, though. Let's be the shampoo. I think it smells like fruit. I think birds like fruit. I don't know for sure. I've never seen them eat fruit. I have seen squirrels eat fruit, though. They were eating our strawberries. We had to shoot them. We didn't kill them. We just scared them off by shooting them in the butt. BB gun, air rifle kind of thing. So, and there is something here, and I saw it. I said, man, I have a perfect thing for you. You poor hand-picked man. You know what I have? You have no idea what I got. You know what I got? You know what? With it? It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Do you know what this is? It's gentle duct tape, but it's not duct tape. It's foam. You peel the paper off that and you put it on her mouth and you say, honey, later we'll talk. Right now I would like some peace and quiet. Okay? That's what she is. It's called what's it, what they call it? They call it was a nagger's worst nightmare. That goes for hecklers too, you back in the third row. Now I see you. I think I don't see that. I see it. I know you don't like old Irish girls and want to try to be funny and have fun. What else am I supposed to do at the age of 60 plus, right? I'm gonna find something to have fun with. And this is a real 1972 hippie scarf. Or a headscarf. No, it's not. But it's a bargain. It fits my head. Well, I actually like wearing it. It's get hot. Yeah, I cut all that hair off and I'm still hot. You believe that? Now, for the people who want to be cultured, hold on just a second. Just pull up some of this heat off my head. That'd be well bloody worth it. For those of you who want to add a little culture to your life, like that. I got mud on me from doing the garden today. See, it's neat, isn't it? Okay. We have original artwork. No kidding. It's original artwork. Yep. This artist has been around doing the art form of and I think my microphone's off. Hold on a second. I always forget to turn on. I hope there's subtitles. Okay, we're going to go backward here a minute. I'm not sure. So I'm going to unplug it. Just in case. Peekaboo, I see you. There we go. Just in case we lost our sound quality, audio, whatever. I didn't want to get too far. I just realized I saw the microphone, external microphone plugged in. And I go, oh Lord, here we go again, another soundless video. So we're going to backtrack. So we have Daisy, the statue, for in your yard, you know, nice and cute. And we have camera stuff that is real, nice. All I can do is ask about it if you're interested. We have nesting material for the birdies. My hair that I cut off in a mood. They do use it. It'll be gone in like 3 days. Seriously. And it won't be because of the wind. And it's not even nesting season. And then we had the, what should I show you guys? Oh yeah, the best. The best one was right here, the last one I showed you. The Nagger's Nightmare. This is nagging wife duct tape. You know, everybody talks about how the ladies are always being bugged in this now. Well, yeah, they are. But so are the guys. See, I stick up for both girls and guys, women, men. If a woman hits you, I'm going to be mad at her, even if I don't know who you are. And the same if it's a woman and a man hits her. And besides which, neither one of y'all should be hitting each other. This is for the love of the world, right? So the good book says. So read that sometime. Oh yeah, the fishing. I'm recapping the audio just in case y'all didn't get in it. Yeah, I have technical difficulties a lot. In my retirement, you probably noticed that, huh? Fishing for your dog. I did say your dog, but try it, you know. No, I'm not. I tested it, okay? But it was a big one. You like the bigger fish. Of course, we're a big dog. Yeah, big ego. Big ego. Now, these are the coolest thing you will ever find if you were into the disco era attire. You know, the old disco ball kind of earring type thing, you know, jewelry. I got some. You gotta paint them though. Yeah, you gotta paint these. These are kind of blah. But great, you know, for disco earrings. See that? They're pretty darn cool, huh? And you just paint designs on them and put the little earring wire in here. You know, you believe that one? Do you? You think these are real earrings from the 70s? Yeah, silly. That's not earrings. I could have kept you going. I don't know what I probably could have. I'm full of either it's called baloney or what's that word my grandmother always used to say? Blarney. That's it, Blarney. Now, we got a really cool deal going here on this one item. Just because it has multi-uses, evidently. I'm not sure. I should leave that one for another one. It's I'm not going to say what it is. I really do know what it is. But if you want to guess what it is, I would love to see it in the comments. Can you see it? This is a mystery item in my bargain basement. It's not. I'm not even in the basement today. No, I'm upstairs. It's all this stuff going to the basement though. I got a line about the door. Yep. It's part of my regroup and reinvent workspace. Everyone should try it at least twice a year. Me, I just move furniture. Except for this time. I'm moving everything that's in this room downstairs. Except for this table and the chairs. They stay. And a couple desks. And the light fixture and the touch. Yeah, it all stays. Anything normal stays. No, that was normal either. Art. The artist that did the artwork that we have has been doing art ever since she was about 9 years old, if I remember my facts correctly. And started out with just sketching. Most kids do. They doodle, as they call it. They sketch. And she loved to do black and white pictures. A lot of them do. But she mostly did like bird, butterflies, things that kids like. So she has generously offered to donate these to my bargain basement for a very reasonable rental price. Yeah, I know, rent them until I can get them sold for it, and then I can collect my money. So I'm losing money, people. Anyway, yeah, some of them earlier. No, these aren't early. These were just done a year and a half ago. I knocked something off the table. That's okay. Everything falls, including me. These are some of the black and whites. Hopefully you can see them not too bad. That's snow scene. And we got, what we got here? That's like a farmhouse. Kind of, tilt it so you can see. It's kind of difficult, but if you want to see a close up, you can always ask and I'll take a snapshot and stick it on here. There's the birds. Those are black-capped chickadees or black-throated chickadees or something like that. And then there's the doggy by the lake. Looks like a husky to me. Or a Malamute. I don't know. And then there's a hummingbird. Hummingbirds. Since you mentioned, I mentioned it. Okay. Since the hummingbirds came up, do you know they are dangerous? Oh yeah, they're cute. They're tiny. Their wings beat 1,000 miles a minute. 1,000 beats a minute? I don't know. They lay tiny little eggs smaller than a pea, right? Okay. They're dive bombers. If they want their nectar and you're in that vicinity, they're going to let you know they're coming for it. And they're going to buzz you like the Japanese did at Pearl Harbor. Gotcha. They did it to me. There were 2 of them. I was frozen in my space. I went out to my deck. I was going to water some plants. And as I walked out the door and I was standing still and surveying what I was going to do, I heard this zzz, loud people in my ears. And I thought, oh no, there's bees around me and I ain't moving. And I stood there like a statue. I did. I was too scared to move. I don't like getting stung by a bee. My sister can die by being stung by a bee, and that's the truth. She's allergic. Can you imagine walking out on your deck and thinking you're going to get bombarded by a swarm of bees just because you hear it? And I slowly thought, okay, it's not going away and it's staying really close to my head, and I value my head. And I did this. I turned slightly, just enough. Peripheral vision is wonderful. I hope I never lose it. I saw this bird going around my head, and then I turned this way, and there's the other one on this side. And then he went, took off. I bet they were flying the whole way, laughing. Psychiatrist always did to her. She thought we were going to be a bunch of bees singing her stupid human. Hey, let's do it again. Yeah, they did it one more time. So I didn't go on the deck for about a week. Yeah, I figured out I was the brunt of their jokes. I think animals, particularly birds and hummingbirds, in fact, that like to torture us humans in one shape or form. Mm-hmm. And then they like to beat up on each other. Wait, they sound like people, don't they? Not too far cry. Well, anyway. Anyways, so other than that, we have wonderful small items for those who are on a budget. We have various colored yarn or yo-yo yarn. Can you use it for yo-yos? Never had them, but I'm saying, I like multi-use type of stuff. We're going to call it yo-yo yarn, right? Or string. And then there's yes, we have that old school camcorders that use a little VHS-C tapes. We got, what is that? Kodak camera. Now, it's interesting. This is an old camera, but it actually does video. Short video. I mean, probably about 45 minutes maybe. And it does video. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, well, nothing that a little duct tape can't fix, right? I'm going to put this back here. I got to find some duct tape. I have some duct tape. How about that? I got to get the white kind. Or the silver kind that matches the camera. Duct tape. What do they say about duct tape? It'll fix anything. Almost. It doesn't fix a broken foot. Hold it still for a while, but it doesn't fix it. It doesn't fix a cat from peeing on the floor. Gross, huh? Do you know why they do that? Do you know why they do it on concrete? I do, and I'm not telling you. Okay, I'll tell you. Because the basement tends to smell musty, and cats do not like the smell. It smells musty. They also don't like it when the people who owned your house used to let their dog pee in this room all over the floor, and it got into the baseboard, and guess what happened? We ripped up the carpet, could not smell nothing but dog pee, tried to get it out of here. It was all right for a while. And we put a new floor down, and my male cat, who was fixed, he wasn't spraying, he didn't like the smell of the dog pee in the wood, and he peed on top of it. Constantly. So he gets to go in the basement and pees on the concrete. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. The only way to get that smell out of your base floor, they told me, is you rip up the floor, you rip out the baseboard, and you put new in. Only way. Other than that, you can rip up your floor. You always have to rip up the floor, though. And so, can't you do anything with the floor already there? Do you have to rip it up? They go, yes, you have to rip it up. We have to get to the base floor. And I'm like, oh, God, that's $4,000, y'all. I ain't got $4,000. You got $4,000, send them over, please. I'll get my floor fixed and bring my cat back upstairs and stop peeing downstairs. Every day I have to go down with a bucket of soapy water and clean up cat pee. He can't help it. He's an animal. He's doing it by instinct. I can't get mad at him, although I do. But anyway, then we have another really cool, unique item. I think this is the last one in existence, honestly. It's a scroll roller. Well, folder. What's a bunch of them? You ever seen a scroll folder? What's these things? I mean, isn't this what these are? Little guys. There you go. You put the scroll in the wide end, and it comes out folded. It's not scroll, folder, roller, whatever. What are you using for? Do you know what those are used for? I don't know. Because if there's something useful, you know darn right well I'm going to use them. Yeah. Now this is for the ancient tattooing, I think. Yeah, because there's a little window. That way you don't get the ink over thing. That's not it either. Man, I got to read more. Yeah, there's someone in the back of the room going, you dummy, that's not what it is. I said, you're so smart, you come up here and tell me. Well, they're in the kitchen. They're wisecrackers. What do they call it? We used to call them backseat drivers or peanut gallery. It's like when you could hear them, but they weren't like in the room. And then you end up with a mommy radar when your kids sound like they're tearing up the house from their bedroom and they're actually just jumping off the bunk beds onto the floor from 5.5 feet up. And you're thinking, oh, hospital, broken arm, broken leg, something broke. Bill. That's what we think. And there are no exhibits of oil for this particular artist. The artist has a very unique signing on the paintings that this person does. And if you pause any part of this video and you're able to see what that is, that special signature, and you put it in your comment, I'm going to send you a present. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll like it. Because I like giving presents. I do it on my birthday. I think I've said this probably 50,000 times. I'm repeating myself. I must have really bad short-term memory. I just like saying it a lot. I give other people presents as an expression of my thanking God for letting me live another birthday. And this is a seascape that this individual had done a couple years ago. Finally feels the waves are about right. Studied the waves of another artist, of no less, in order to get the brushstroke right. That's what you do. We all copycat, right? You copycat when you take a test in school, don't you? When you don't know the question, don't your eyes go like this? Don't you look like this? Look at it. What's your answer 7? And they whisper to you. And you pray that the teacher doesn't hear you whispering back and forth. It's kind of like when you bring candy into the class and you didn't share it with anybody. And teacher, did you bring enough for everyone? No. Then put it away in your locker. Go now and then get right back here. That's what they used to do. I never brought candy to school because I didn't want to share it with anybody anyway. I wanted to be mine. I still do that. I hide my own candy from my husband's friends. I like black licorice soda tea, unfortunately, sometimes. And I like the ones from Australia. Oh my God. The best black licorice is from Australia. I love you down under people for that. Oh God. It's one of my vices. I'm sorry. Don't get me started on black licorice. I won't be able to stop. We weren't allowed to have chewing gum. We weren't allowed to have candy, like chocolate candy, growing up. So my grandparents had licorice mix on the coffee table. That's all they had. That was candy. Figure. Amen. But when you grow up tasting something, you'll learn to love it. It's an acquired taste, I must say. This is not doing its job. It's too hot. I'm going to have to go jump in the shower or put my head under the sink faucet with some ice cold. And I hate being an old lady that gets hot and people think, you're crazy, lady. And there's drawing books we have and the CD player, old radio CD player. It's not for sale. The owner told me no. And I said, why? You have a huge stereo system. So I can't take it with me everywhere. That I can pack up, and as long as I can find an electrical plug, I can plug it in. He even has one of those gizmos that you plug into your lighter that has outlets. Plugs in his laptop, his CD. He doesn't have a CD player in his car because it's cheap. So I got that thing for like $5 at Goodwill. Goodwill's a good place though for good deals. And I forget what else he plugs into that thing. But anything you could have in the house. I'm surprised he doesn't put a blender in his car, honestly, because it does love smoothies. I could just see him making smoothies in his car and then having it go all over his seats. Oh, that'd be great. That was mean. I should have done that. And I have this. I think this is what you're supposed to beat your kids with, and you wrap them up so they don't get, like if they're bleeding, so they don't bleed on the floor. You know, these things. I got 3 of them. Give them now. Pretty cool. Look, my kids are all grown and they don't even live here. So I didn't have any kids to beat up with it. No, I never do. You don't beat up kids with these things. It's a gizmo or gadget. Love gadgets. I don't know if y'all love gadgets or not. I do. It's a part of a system called, it's written on this tube right here, Flan Quilt Frame. I have a quilt for my daughter and I can't finish it. So I don't have something that will slide it along as I go, as I'm sewing it. This is what that does. Look up Flynn quilt frame, ladies. All you quilters, hurry up! On in after me. After I'm done. Check out the Flynn frame quilt. Flynn quilt frame. I can't say that 5 times fast. That's for sure, let alone 3. But there's 3 of these guys. There's 3 of them. I don't know how many fall. They're made out of PVC. Well, you can make this kind of system out of PVC if you want to. There's a painting. There goes one of the paintings that lady wants me to sell. There's 3 of these. And then there's these guys, 2 of these. What's that noise? Oh, shoot. There might be an emergency in my washroom, so I'm gonna have to talk really fast. I just heard thump, 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 and that's not a good sound. There's 2 of these rollers. You hook these 3 things to those 2 red things, and you put the little twisty things in, and it comes with a big frame, and you connect the quilt to these things, these 3 things, and as you stitch it, you roll it up with these rolling underneath, and look it up online. Flynn quilt frame. I have to finish the quilt. Otherwise, my daughter will never get her Patriots quilt. And she lives in Patriot, even though her boyfriend left. And Mr. Brady, everybody's hot. He ain't hot. He was hot. No. The left-handed red-headed pitcher of the Phillies from 1977. And I'm not saying his name because my aunt will get me. They'll be jealous of me. She loved him too. Okay, it was Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton was the best left-handed pitcher the Phillies ever had, in my book. Yes. I love to watch him go. All right. And I bet you think you know what this is. Let me right. What do you think you use it for? Well, that. What do you use it for? You use it when you're cleaning your teeth. You want to make sure you didn't miss any spots, correct? Same thing that you use it for? Wrong. Completely, totally wrong. You gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'll tell you what, I'll tell you that's exactly wrong what you think it is, because I know that this is a sewing machine maintenance examination tool. That's what I use it for. Seriously, you have a sewing machine. You really don't want to break anything more if it's not working right. Correct. Take the top off, take the bottom off, and you have this thing. So you can see everything. You have a little flashlight. You see a little flashlight. Then you go in here like this. You put it in your mirror. And you go in the back. Oh yeah, look, it needs oil there. You wouldn't know that. Don't ever turn your. If you get a used vintage sewing machine, especially when you first get it home, don't turn it on right away. Open the door. Just take the top and the bottom off and look inside. Vacuum it good. Then you can turn it on. Otherwise, you might kill it. That happens. Because there's a lot of dust and threads and stuff in there, and you turn it on after it's been sitting in that shit. Sorry. For a good minute, a couple years or whatever, sometimes 10. You could kill it and wasted your money. Nobody goes and buys a sewing machine this waste their money, do they? I know I don't. Then we've got, this is really great for stimulating the growth of your eyebrows. I've heard you can use them for your sideburns. I don't do sideburns. I'm trying to get rid of hair. I'm contemplating shaving my head bald, but I don't think I have a right shaped head. Plus, I got little problem up there with stress scalp. Nobody wants to see that nasty stuff. And then these are your vintage 1952 tooth pullers. I know they use them for first pliers, but that's not what they are. That's not what they are. And you know what? People think this is beading wire. No, this is for pulling teeth with a doorknob. Y'all are using stuff the wrong way. Do I have to make 12 new instructions for y'all for everything? I think so. Then you've got some blah blah. I'm not doing this sewing machine. This is the only thing you put on a sewing machine oil. Do not use your car oil. You will kill that sewing machine. I don't know why people think oil is oil, because it's not. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Crisco in there, or I'm gonna put in there canola. Well, it'll smell like you're cooking food, sort of. Only it'll stink, and there's like a screw. And then you've got this is for this little gadget here is for pulling wisdom teeth. This curve. This so they can get back up in there. Yank them out. This is the non-anesthetic ones. You don't want to have those. That would knock you out. They knock me out. And one last thing I see. Ladies, got to have this one hand. It'll make your man happy. You'll love this stuff. See? It's Triflow. That's the name of it. So Triflow synthetic. Ooh. You know, for those hot moments. Oh, wait a minute. Bought the wrong stuff. It says that's to put gear on to go. That's synthetic grease for gears. Really, dear. What the hell? It's hot. Yeah, I'm missing a new hook. He's going to be home soon. So I think I took. Oh yeah. Yeah. These are for picking up lice off of the kids' heads. No? So there's no. It's not for. Well, then that's what's it for? Tweezers. Pulling eyebrows and I don't understand how to see them. Not like pink. I know it. There's an old Dell laptop here. Personally, this thing, it weighs so much I wouldn't dare put it on my lap. I'm not hurting myself. I bruise easy. But I know what this does have in it. That's really cool. If you get one of these and it doesn't work, and you're like, how do I do this now? I'm wasting all my money. And I take this out. We're talking dinosaur. If I can get it out. Where's the button? Where are the buttons? I had it out earlier. Oh, got it? Well, that might be it. Come on, you. There's a part that comes out of this thing. It's like a little chunk. You can tell this isn't mine. Yeah. All right. Is there a trick to this? Oh, I think you have to open it first. See, there's no instructions. I don't know how to use it. That's hinges. So that's the back. Go to the front. What's this? How do you open this thing? Oh, slide open. Now what? I want to get that big chunky thing out of there. You don't see them anymore. The big chunky thing for sliding. You know what it is. I call it paperweight. Or you can make it into a, what's that thing called? An incense burner. Yeah. I'm trying to get the damn thing out. Now that's a D drive. This thing actually has DVD drive in it? Yeah, that's unusual. You'll see them on the old buggers. So where's the thing I'm trying to get out? It should be in the back. Well, it was in the back, but it's not. See, that's the thing. These old computers don't have stuff where it's supposed to go. They put it in place, it doesn't go. You need to write to them, tell them, do it right. Just put it there. I shouldn't have put it back, but I did. I did put it back. Yeah. Well, if I could get this out, it's a big old hunk of battery. It's like 4 or 5 inches square. So you pull it out, you pan over it. If you want to make an incense burner, you got to drill a couple of holes, or 4 holes on each one. But when you do incense burners, you'll make sure they burn in and not out. Otherwise, you have ashes all over your table. I'm going to show like ashes on your table. I don't like. I'm sorry, guys. I have asthma, so I don't like smokers to smoke in my house. I have friends who are smokers. I like them. I love them. And I love my friends. But I just can't be around the cigarette smoke. I'm just saying, my dad is a smoker. I wish he'd stop because he's going to be 84. Is that 84? Yeah, he'll be 84. Unless my dad is still around. I miss him. I'm kind of mad at him. I made him some cookies and he didn't tell me he liked them or didn't like them. He didn't even tell me he received them. And then my great grandmother's recipe. I kept my great grandmother's cookie recipe from her Christmas cookies alive for as long as I've been alive, and nobody else has been making but me. Okay? Nobody. Well, I was named after her, so I guess I'm supposed to. I guess. There could be worse things. I could have named after me. No, one's good. So, this has been the crazy old Irish Ladies Garden basement table. And if you've seen anything that you particularly like and are interested, please leave me a comment and share. That might be somebody else that needs some of this wonderful stuff. And then at the very least, subscribe, okay? And remember when I say, see you on the flip side? This is it.